Welcome to the TPC Desktop video series on using COGO. In this video, we're going to look at creating lot setbacks. I brought up a survey here with 3 lots in it, lots 2, 3, and 4. And I'm just going to real quickly move those lot labels over a little bit because they're kind of over the top of the foundations. I'm going to select all 3 items, right-click to tell Traverse PC I'm done selecting, and then I'm going to move one of the labels, and I want you to see that the other lot labels move with it. Just kind of a neat little thing that Traverse PC does. And now I can see that I've got lots 2, 3, and 4 in this drawing. Let's come over to the Traverse Manager, and I can see that I've got groups in the Traverse Manager for control, lots, and features. I'm interested in the lots group, lots 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and select those traverses in the Traverse Manager and pull down the COGO menu and come down to right-of-way offset. I don't want you to be confused by the name here. This is really a general offset tool. We can use it whether I have a center line and I want to create right-of-way offsets, or in this case I have lots and I want to create the setback lines. Notice that the first thing we see at the top of the dialog box is a what list. I want to use the default option, which is the 3 selected items in the Traverse Manager. So I'm going to do this same offset routine for each of those 3 lots. So I could do 50 lots at a time if I wanted to. Let's tell Traverse PC that these lots might be going different directions, so let's tell it we want to go inside, and we're going to use a 15-foot offset. Now this is the offset that I used the last time I was into this dialog box, so it just displays it again for me the next time I open it. Just keeps me from having to re-enter everything every time. I'm not going to do anything with the right or the outside. I only need an offset on the inside. Let's come down now to the options. These options can be combined, but I want to choose the second option that says create a new traverse. In other words, I want these offsets to be in another traverse that draws itself as a traverse and defines the offset for me. I also want to force the traverse closure within the tolerance specified here. And this says I'm starting with a traverse that's a closed loop, so I want to end with an offset traverse that's a closed loop. Let's tell Traverse PC we want to compute those, and Traverse PC draws those offsets for us. Notice the undo button that's here in the dialog now. So I can click that undo button and get right back to where I was a moment ago, or I can hit recompute and recreate those points. Now, in addition to drawing those traverses in the drawing, let's come back over to the Traverse Manager, and you see that I have 3 new traverses created in lots. I have left 15 feet for lot 2, the same for lot 3, and the same for lot 4. Let's go ahead and move those into a group here, since we're using groups for everything else. And let's see if we have one for offsets. Here's one called setbacks. So let's put it in the setbacks group. Okay, now let's right-click one of those traverses in the setback group, and we're going to bring up something called traverse settings. Traverse settings is the way Traverse PC draws for us in the drawing. It creates the first pass and generates the labels and lines for us. I'm going to tell Traverse PC that I want to come in and recall a setting called setback lines. Now I could have simply typed in all these settings manually, but I stored it earlier as a setting. In fact, I think Traverse PC ships with that setting available for you right off the bat. Let's choose OK. And now I've created those setbacks. I'm done with the right-of-way offset. Let's come in real quickly, just for the fun of it, before we leave this example, and throw in some dynamic offsets so we can verify that we've got the distances from the lot corners that we want. So I'm going to tell Traverse PC that I want to draw dynamic offsets. I'm going to use the repeat option down here because I might want to do more than one. And I'm just following the prompts now down on the status bar at the bottom of the program. It says left click a start point or use a snap command. So I'm going to tell Traverse PC I want the end of this line and I want to go perpendicular, so I'll press P on the keyboard to this property line out here. So all I have to do is select the property line. Traverse PC draws a perpendicular. Now because I've told it to repeat, I just once again tell it I want the end of a line, and I'm going to go perpendicular in this case to a curve. Again, I'm going to choose the end of a line, perpendicular, and finally at the end here, well, I may not even do that one. So let's drop back out and see the whole drawing once again, and I can see how easy it is to create right-of-way offsets or setback lines within these lots.